we traveled to Wallace State and we were able to play exhibition games against 3 different teams. It was Wallace State, University of West Alabama, and University of West Florida. It was pretty informal. We just did 4 sets across the board, no matter what the results were, just to give everybody an equal chance to kind of play as much volleyball as possible. Overall, learned a lot of things this weekend. Those teams were definitely tough, and we came out par for the course what I expected. Those are Division II teams that have been practicing together for a long time, so I know that was something that they were going to have an edge up on us for. So overall, learning experience for sure. I would say definitely as far as the positives go, we did a good job of reading on defense in the back line at least. Front line, definitely need to work on that and a little bit more attention to detail as far as what's going on the other side of the court, just because what we lack in height we're going to have to kind of make up for. Serving wise, when we did get after it aggressively, we served very well. A couple of missed serves here and there that were probably pretty crucial, so need to continue to work on that. Definitely need to work on blocking and reading the ball a little bit better in the front row, just so that our back row can kind of set up around that. And again, aggressiveness in serving and in serve receive. I found that once we started to get into a little bit of a rut, we had a little bit of difficulty trying to pull ourselves out of it. And I think that all comes with the pressure and kind of just playing our first games together. Again, these girls did a pretty good job for having only practiced 7 days, but you know, we're going to continue to build off that hopefully in the next couple of weeks. Honestly, I don't have the million-dollar answer to that. They do a good job overall of continuing to try to push through some of those difficulties on their own, but again, me just focusing on some of the positives. I don't tend to dwell on the negatives. I don't tend to dwell on what we could have done once the set is over, because it's over with and we've already got the next one pretty much ready to get started. And it's going to follow suit for the whole season. We play weekend after weekend. It's not really a whole lot of time to dwell on the negatives, it's just a matter of reinforcing them when they do the positives and continuing to get after it in practice. As far as our defensive line goes, I expect Megan and both Megan and Sadie to really step up in the libero and DS position. Haley McMurphy actually did a really good job this weekend. She played all the way around for most of the sets, and I know that was a lot of volleyball, but she had a smile on her face the whole time, so that was good. And I commend our setters because they really did a good job seemingly over the weekend to have increased their set accuracy, I should say. They continue to work hard to get the ball to where it needs to be, so those are some of the people I expect to continue to step up. Me having a lack of ability to maybe go and watch these teams and being new to this area, I can definitely say that it looks like Millsaps, Agnes Scott, and Rhodes, they have good mix as far as the age and the years or classes of their teams. So I know a lot of these people are going to be experienced. All these girls are going to be a little bit more experienced, again, having that factor of being able to play together for the past 2 or 3 years. Dillard is actually coming off of a pretty successful weekend. They had a preseason, what looks like a preseason tournament at home, so they're probably feeling pretty good after that. But for me personally, it's just a matter of scouting these teams and watching as much video as I can and emulating that in practice so that our girls can kind of know what to prepare for. As far as the girls go, I'd like to get at least 1 video session in just to pull some clips from our play this weekend and show them what they can expect from the other teams for this weekend. It's a building year. You know, it's not easy pulling 15 to 16 young adult girls and expecting them to really perform at the highest level every single day. But that's something that we're going to continue to push, continue to try to prepare for in the weight room, conditioning-wise, and in practice. And again, just continuing to build. And the biggest piece of that is going to be support. So if you see one of our Owls girls, say hi. They're friendly, and just keeping in mind that this is a huge task that they have ahead of them, and remaining positive.